Katappa and Bahu start a horse riding race between A and B 30 km apart. Katappa starts from A at 9 AM at the speed of 10 km per hour to reach B and returns to A at the same speed, while Bahu at 9:45 AM from A at the speed of 15 km per hour to reach B and then come back to A at the same speed. At what time do they meet for the first time? At what time do they meet for the first time? Yeah. So let's reread it again and understand properly. So there are two guys, Katappa and Bahu. They are participating in a horse riding between 2 points A and B, which are 30 km apart, right? So this is, let's say, A and here is B, right? These are 30 km apart. 30 km is the distance between A and B. This is point A and point B. Now Katappa starts from A at what time? At 9 AM. At what speed? 10 km per hour. He reaches B and returns to A at the same speed. While the other guy Bahu starts at 9:45 AM from A, right? At what speed? 15 km per hour to reach the point B and then come back to A at the same speed. So there are two cases, right? Katappa, he starts at 9 AM, right? At what speed? At 10 km per hour. He reaches B and then returns back to A. Whereas other guy Bahu starts at 9:45. At what speed? At 15 km per hour. Yeah. Now given the values here, see, distance is 30 kilometers. Total distance is 30 kilometers. So if Katappa is traveling at 10 kilometers per hour, how much time will Katappa take to cover the distance from A to B? See, 10 kilometers per hour, he has to cover 30 kilometers. So how many hours? 3 hours. So after 3 hours, he'll reach B. Yes or no? Katappa will reach B after 3 hours. He started at 9. He'll reach B at 12. And then he'll return to A. At what time will he return at A? Reach at A. Again, it will take 3 hours. If the forward journey has taken 3 hours, the return journey will also take 3 hours. So 3 hours here and 3 hours back, 6 hours. So which means he started at 9, he will reach at 12 and come back at 3. You getting it? So for Katappa, the times are going to be 12 PM and here it is going to be 3 PM. This for Katappa. What happens to this second guy Bahu? His speed is 15 kilometers per hour. The distance to be covered is 30 kilometers only. So 30 kilometers has to be covered at the rate of 15 kilometers per hour. So how many hours? 2 hours. Which means Bahu will take 2 hours to reach B. And if he takes 2 hours to reach B, he will take 2 hours to reach back A. Right? Same speed. That's what very clearly has been given, that both of them will cover and come back to A at the same speed. So basically the other guy Bahu starts at 9:45. It takes 2 hours for him to reach B. So 9:45 plus 2, 11:45. So he reaches at 11:45 AM. And then back to A. At what time? 11:45 plus 2 hours, 1:45 PM. So this is clear. I mean, simple understanding. I mean, this is not needed. Those whole analysis is not needed. But the point is, starts at 9, reaches B at 12, returns back to A at 3. Starts at 9:45, reaches B at 11:45, returns back to A at 1:45. Now the question is, at what time do they meet for the first time? Now, what do you mean by meeting? See, in general, understand that meeting is when, see, Katappa, of course, Bahu is the one who will reach B first. He will reach B first and come back. Meanwhile, Katappa is only going straight. Yes or no? Katappa is taking more time. See, although Katappa started early, he will reach only at 12 PM. Bahu started later, but he reaches at 11:45 itself. So basically the point is, Bahu will reach the point B at 11:45. By the time Katappa will be somewhere in the middle, because he will reach only at 12 PM. He'll reach 15 minutes later. Right? And remember, meeting, when we say, general understanding of meeting is when they are facing each other. So basically, let's say Katappa travels, he's at this point. Bahu, by the time, has reached B and returned back, he comes at this point. You're able to follow. Katappa is facing this direction, Bahu is facing. So this is called meeting. This is the meeting. You're able to follow? This is meeting. Are you getting my point? Since since Bahu's speed is faster, higher, he will reach B, return. He will be in his return journey. By the time Katappa will be only traveling in the forward direction. So they will meet somewhere here. Bahu will pass Katappa initially. Again, some of you may say that in the forward journey itself, Bahu will pass Katappa, but that passing is not meeting. Meeting is only when they are face to face, general definition. So going by that, find out at what time will they reach. So I think the first thing that we need to establish is, when Bahu reaches B, where is Katappa? When Bahu reaches B, where is Katappa? That means at 11:45. At 11:45 AM, Bahu is at B. Where is this fellow Katappa? At what point? So basically we have to find out the distance covered by Katappa. Distance covered by Katappa, which implies the distance covered by Katappa in how many hours? See, Katappa started at what time? 9 AM. So from 9 AM to 11:45. What's the distance covered by Katappa from 9 AM to 11:40? What is distance? Distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed of Katappa? Katappa's speed is 10 kilometers per hour, right? Speed into time. So 10 into time. How much is time? See, from 9 to 11 is 2 hours. And then 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. So 2 hours and 3/4 of an hour. So distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is 10. Time is 2 3/4 hours. You're getting it? 2 full hours and 3/4 of an hour. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour, right? 3/4 of an hour. So speed into time. Speed into time. Time is 2 3/4. So simplify this. How much will this come out to be? This is like 8 plus 3, 11/4. 110/4. How much is 110/4? 27.5. 27.5 kilometers. So basically, Katappa will cover this distance is 27.5 up to this point. If this is 27.5, obviously the balance is 2.5. Total is 30, right? So if this is 27.5, balance is 2.5. Now you have to shift your focus to only the balance distance. So what happens now is, this is the point B. This is the meeting point, right? So at 11:45, they are here. I mean, Katappa is here. And at the same time, 11:45, this person Bahu is here. What is the distance between these 2 points? 2.5 kilometers. We have already calculated. What is Katappa? Katappa is moving in this direction. Bahu is moving in this direction. What is Katappa's speed? 10 kilometers per hour. What is Bahu's speed? 15 kilometers per hour. So what we have to establish now is, how much time will they take? I mean, basically the question is, at what time do they meet? So how much time do they take to cover this distance? See, now it is like a relative speed concept. Both the bodies are moving in opposite direction. When the bodies are moving in opposite direction, the relative speed should be taken as sum of the speeds, right? We have to find out the time. At what time will they meet? What is the meeting time? From this meeting point to the actually when they meet. Now they will meet somewhere here. I mean, not exactly at this point. I mean, Katappa reaches this point at 11:45. Now in between somewhere they are going to meet. So what is the meeting time? Let's find out the meeting time. Time is equal to distance by speed. What is the distance to be covered? 2.5 is the distance to be covered. Speed is the relative speed. Relative speed should be the sum of the speeds, because the two persons are traveling in opposite directions. So 25. So time taken is 2.5 kilometers divided by 25 kilometers per hour. Let's convert this to minutes. So multiply by 60. This is hours. 1/10 of an hour. 2.5 by 25 is 1/10. 1/10 of an hour. But in terms of minutes is 60 by 10. 6 minutes. So basically the point being made is, after 6 minutes they will meet each other. After 6 minutes they will meet each other. So final answer is going to be what? They started at 11:45 from these 2 points, plus 6 minutes of further time to meet. So final answer is 11:51 PM. Right? 11:51 PM is going to be the final answer to this question. Sorry, AM, not PM. 11:51 AM. So final answer should be 11:51 AM. So I think looks complex, solution also looks lengthy, but like a lot of these things have to be understood mentally, right? Cut down the number of steps that you put on paper and just work on the numbers. So basically what we have to find out is, how much the distance covered by Katappa by the time Bahu reaches the point B. He covers 27.5 kilometers. The balance 2.5 kilometers is covered by both of them together when they're running in opposite direction. Then find out the time required for balance 2.5 kilometers to be covered relatively when they're running in opposite direction. It takes 6 minutes. So from 11:45 to 6 minutes, 11:51. So at 11:51 they will finally meet. Yeah. So 11:51 is the answer. Remember, meeting here is when they are in opposite direction, right? Meeting is usually when they are in the opposite directions. So that is the reason we are considering this. As such, Katappa will pass Bahu, Bahu will pass Katappa before itself. But that's not the meeting, right? Meeting is when they are face to face, when they cross each other. So by that, you have to go by this solution. 11:51 AM is the answer.